Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8 to 7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. In continuing coverage, 2 Delta County commissioners are one step closer to finding out if they will face a recall election this spring. Delta County Clerk Nancy Przrocki says District 3 Commissioner Robert Barron turned in around 60 pages of signature challenges on Friday. Previously, the clerk verified 1,005 signatures. The number required to trigger Barron's recall election is 1,001. Przrocki says she has until Monday to review Barron's challenges.
Mainly he challenged signatures, but then also if he thought that the address and the dates were written by someone else, each person signing the document, the petition, has to print their own address and date that they signed it.
District 5 Commissioner Robert Peterson has until December 4th to submit his challenges. Last week, Przrocki confirmed Board Chair David Moyle's challenges were not sufficient to stop a recall election. He is the first commissioner confirmed for the recall on the spring ballot. And a light odd-year November election day in Upper Michigan, but some of you have big local issues to decide. Poll workers in Gwinn report a steady flow of voters today. Voters in the Gwinn Area Community School District have a school millage on their ballot. If passed, it would fund school consolidation. Poll workers at the Gwinn Community Building say that by noon today, 167 people had voted in person. There are 6 precincts in the school district. And voters in Briding Township School District are determining the fate of a bond proposal today. The bond would levy an average millage rate of 4.1 mils for a maximum of 25 years. The estimated cost to taxpayers in an average household in Kingsford or Briding Township is $343 annually. This would be used to expand Woodland Elementary and Kingsford Middle Schools. Kingsford Deputy Clerk Tanya Hiltonen says voter turnout has been strong.
So far, the turnout's been about 25%, and that's pretty good considering it's a city council election, and normally on odd years it's not as high as a presidential, which normally that's about 65%. So 25% in the middle of the day is doing really well.
Polling locations, of course, closed at 8 o'clock local time tonight. And there are also school funding proposals in the Briding Township and Gladstone school districts. Schoolcraft County voters have an ambulance millage to decide. Menominee County voters have an emergency response millage. And there's also the mayoral race in Menominee, along with some local city council and commission races, plus some township operating millage proposals. Polls again were open until 8 o'clock tonight local time, which means they just closed for those of you watching with us. TV6's Vinny Livio will bring you results tonight on your TV6 Night Report and Late News, plus UpperMichiganSource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And Marquette County Sheriff Greg Zybert says 2 Marquette County corrections officers were attacked by an inmate Saturday morning. It happened inside the Marquette County Jail's booking room. Sheriff Zybert says 2 officers were booking the inmate for disorderly conduct when he punched them. One had a concussion and the other deputy had to get stitches on her face. The sheriff says attacks are not common at the jail.
We're going to use this as an eye-opening situation because honestly we haven't had this happen recently. It has happened in the past.
Because the inmate has not been arraigned, we do not yet know his name. Zybert says the man posted his $25,000 bond. The suspect's arraignment will be Thursday morning. He is charged with the original disorderly conduct misdemeanor and now an additional 3 felony assault charges. And an Ishpeming woman is charged with murder and arson after the man she lived with was killed in a March house fire. Julie Boxley is accused of killing 72-year-old Glenn Andrews. Boxley is already in jail in a separate case. She is charged with attempting to set her ex-husband on fire. TV6's Justin Van't Hoff sat down with Andrews' family today, and in the months leading up to the fire at Glenn Andrews' home on Silver Street in Ishpeming Township, fires had also been reported at the houses on both sides of Andrews. On March 5th, his house caught fire. Andrews died 2 weeks later. For his family, the charges against Julie Boxley bring them one step closer to closure.
As the owner of Glenn's Smokehouse, Glenn Andrews was a prominent member of the Ishpeming community. His son Dennis says Glenn adopted him and his brother and helped foster a love for the outdoors and hard work.
He's great. Always helping. Worked us a little hard, but he was a good man.
He loved his children.
Glenn's daughter Jill says Julie Boxley moved in with Glenn and his wife Linda. Boxley was to help take care of Linda because she was sick. Boxley had previously helped take care of her but moved to Alger County. But Boxley came back into the picture.
She appeared on his front porch one day and said, "I need a job. Do you still need help?" And he said yes. And she said, "And I also need a place to live." And we thought, this is great.
Boxley is now facing first-degree felony murder and arson charges. She's accused of setting the fire that led to Glenn's death. After 8 months of investigation, the Marquette County Prosecutor's Office brought the felony charges forward Monday. Glenn's daughter-in-law Melissa says the family was stunned to learn Boxley was a suspect in the fire.
When the detective told us all the information that he had and then laid it all out for us, I was completely beside myself. I couldn't believe that a person like that was so invested in this family, that would do that to them. I was just, unbelievable.
Boxley is also facing a trial in Alger County for attempting to set her ex-husband on fire in Christmas in 2021. She pleaded not guilty and has a pretrial scheduled next month. Dennis says these new charges add another peace of mind that justice will be served.
This takes a big weight off to have this, even though she's already in jail for other charges. It's good that these charges are there too, so she's going to remain in jail.
Jill says she hopes other families learn to be cautious when someone new gets close to a person you care about.
It might look like a great situation, but, always make sure you check all the boxes before you let somebody enter your life and enter your family like that. Because we took care of her as well as she took care of my mother. We took care of her.
Boxley's arraignment in Marquette County District Court has not been scheduled. It may not happen until we get a verdict in Alger County. We have called Boxley's attorney but have not yet heard back. We will update you as more information becomes available. And the UP Military Museum in Escanaba is doing something special for Veterans Day. The museum is usually closed on the weekends. However, this Saturday, the museum will be open from 9 in the morning to 4 in the evening for Veterans Day. Attendees will be able to walk around and learn about men and women of the Upper Peninsula who have served. An employee at the Delta County Chamber of Commerce says this is one of the ways the county is supporting veterans this weekend.
I just really want the UP veterans and Upper Peninsula veterans to know that they're appreciated and to know that they haven't been forgotten. And as a veteran myself, a museum like this is just a great opportunity for people to come in and learn about what our veterans have given up for the causes over the years.
The museum is located at the Delta County Commerce Center and is free to visit. The Timber Yeti Axe Range in Marquette will be raising money for UP Honor Flight in our final story for the Digital Desk tonight. The community is invited to the range starting at 1 in the afternoon on Saturday. The range's owner, Avery Smith, says all veterans will get to try out the range for free. Smith says last year the event raised $500. He also says after a participant donates at least $10, they can throw an axe at the prize wall.
On one of our lanes, this far lane over here on the far wall, we'll have numbers on the wall that you'll be throwing at. Anybody that gives a donation gets you an opportunity to throw at that wall. And we've had many local businesses in the area donate gift certificates or items that you can win with your throw.
The event is this Saturday at Timber Yeti Axe Range from 1 in the afternoon until 8 in the evening. That's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. You can also find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you prefer. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.